Chief Minister Biren Singh is going all out in his crackdown on drugs in the state. But what are the challenges that the Manipur government faces in this war against drugs? Well, from the porous, unfenced border with Myanmar, with rebels under suspension of operations, indulging in poppy cultivation, the challenges are multiple. In an exclusive telephonic conversation with Northeast Live editor-in-chief Wasbir Hussain, the Manipur Chief Minister also spoke on the series of moves that chalked out to tackle the menace.
I am now joined by the Chief Minister of Manipur, Mr. N. Biren Singh. Mr. Chief Minister, welcome once again to Northeast Live. You have launched a war on drugs after your second term, and drugs worth more than 50 crore rupees have already been seized in the last 10 to 12 days. So what is your clear instruction to your police force? How are you managing this?
Wasbir, thank you. This war on drugs is, a much needed priority of the government. And I'm doing it, and that 50 crores was only by one SP who stationed in the highways of the Imphal More Road, Tangokpal. And including recovery from others police stations, then around nearly 100 crores might have reached.
Right.
So this time, right from the beginning, in the last time also, just we did the same things, but this time I have allowed everyone, not only the police, even the some rifle, the Manipur rifles, IRB, whoever in uniform has been given to set all the suspected vehicles and the personnel. So that is the reason why we are getting some results these days more.
Right. Now, the DGP of Manipur was talking to our channel 2 days ago. He said that, most of the drugs comes from across the border. Now, my question to you is, are you taking the help of the External Affairs Ministry through diplomatic channels to take up the issue with Myanmar?
You see, the situation, the turmoil taking place in Myanmar. So, right now I am in touch with the Union Home Ministry, and the border fencing has been started, and some land dispute were there, border dispute were there, but recently I settled with the villagers, and only means will be to guard the border area with fencing.
Right.
So now almost around 10-15 kilometers is about to complete, and will continue to 40 kilometers for as the first phase.
Right.
So after completion of the fencing, then this smuggling from the outside from Myanmar will be reduced. I'm thinking.
Now, what about, there is a lot of poppy cultivation, as you know, in 2020, 405 metric tons of poppy was cultivated in Myanmar. That was the figure. Now, a lot of poppy cultivation is taking place in Manipur also, but a lot of people are saying that government is to come up with an alternative mode of livelihood for these people who are cultivating poppy. So, are you taking any comprehensive steps?
You see, continuously we are destroying poppy plantation in the hill areas, mainly the Sinkuki people habited areas and some Naga area in the Ukhrul districts. And it is very unfortunate that some people from across the border is crossing inside Manipur, and the plantation of poppy is taking place. So it is a far-flung area, and the terrain is very difficult. So our security person also will not be able to reach out the area. So that is some difficulties which the government is facing. But now, day before yesterday also, I had a meeting with all the tribal MLAs from the hills, and we discussed thoroughly. And we are planning to give alternative. We have already started providing of alternative livelihood to the villagers in the hill areas, and we are also just taking another step to give more livelihood, the schemes to the poppy planters so that they can stop this kind of plantation.
How serious, Mr. Chief Minister, how serious is the involvement of some insurgent groups in this whole drugs trade and in poppy cultivation?
I am frankly telling you, just involvement of insurgency. That is mainly those who are in the suspension of operation. Without their involvement, it should not have in such a large scale plantation. So this matter has to be considered very seriously by the Home Ministry also. I already reported to the ministry also that this kind of things is taking place. So as per the instruction from the ministry, I am taking drone survey. After the drone survey, I will send the whole report to the Home Ministry, and the Home Ministry assure me that they will deal very seriously with the NDRF as well as Assam Rifles. I'm told.
So you are saying that some insurgent groups who are in suspension of operations, they are involved in poppy cultivation.
Yes.
Okay. Now, finally, what is the role of the? Do you expect apart from the efforts by the government and the police, do you expect also the civil society to help the government in this regard?
Many civil societies came out, but in the hill areas, all the civil society also could not reach out the site where the poppy plantation are taking place. So these are some difficulty part. So that's why I'm doing now the drone survey and sending full report to the Home Ministry, and the Home Ministry will take up stringent action to destroy all the plantation in the Manipur hill areas, the poppy plantation, with the help of the Assam Rifles and NCB. I'm told.